Hey everyone, welcome back to Lucid 9. In the last episode, we began the investigations for the missing students. And unlike in the last episode, I will not be playing in the dark because the lamp got fixed. It was actually the lamp is fine. It was a power cord connected to the lamp that broke. Oh, and at last, another power strip of mine broke today when I was playing my Xbox. Pissed me off. I was in the middle of a game. I hope nothing happened to it. But yeah, none of that matters now because from what I remember, we're going to an amusement park. It's a little weird. We rush away from the rooftop greenhouse and down the stairs. Thankfully, the walk to the amusement park is uneventful. Nobody seems to notice when we pass by 6 police cars in the space of a half hour. Hey! The Palace theme park is startlingly successful considering how recently it was founded, but that can largely be credited to the cutting-edge attractions. Even minor details like the hologram park maps in every segment or the experimental cleaning robots whirring around, everything makes the place seem like a piece of the future. But yet you got a regular carousel. Oh, hold on, let me listen to this music real quick. Hey, I like it. Looks like Lemon Skate really outdone themselves. Welcome, how many tickets? I swear to God, if that goes off one more time. Yako swaggers to the front of the line, leaning on the elbow against the window. These are all my friends. Can you buzz them in, right? You can buzz them in, right? Sorry, who are you? The rest of us exchange dubious glances at Yako jerks back, clearly shocked. I'm Yako Akari. Who? Yako Akari, you know, the son of the Akaris? There's a flicker of recognition in the attendant's eyes, but she doesn't budge. I wasn't aware the Akaris had a son. Oh. Is he supposed to be someone special? Of course they do, it's me. Sorry, sir, but do you have any proof? Knew you'd ask. I'll just call them right up. Wait, Yako? He confidentially dials a number into his phone. He waits. We wait and wait and wait some more. Then he lowers his phone, looking sheepish. Sorry, they must be busy. But I really am the son of the Akaris. Look, I have a... Enough, we are simply wasting time. Why are the Akaris such a big deal? I'm curious. Shiguri pushes in front of him and hands out her card as the register racks up a startling number. Without further ado, we are ushered into the park, but not without some prominent glares from the staff. As we enter the main area, we are assaulted with smells of oily, overpriced food and the cloying scent of sugar. Exhausted parents are being dragged from place to place by bouncing, squealing children. Sorry guys, I really thought I could get us in. It's fine. My voice got shaky. If it wasn't for the fact that his expression is totally serious, I would probably be mocking him. He can't seriously be the son of some Lemon Skate higher-ups. Oh. Before we proceed any further, I recommend that you all exchange contact information. Obnoxious as it may be, you are now under my jurisdiction, and it is my responsibility to return you all to safely. After a moment's pause, everyone moves into action. The only info I need to gather is Ari's, but others seem to have more difficulty. Won't you bestow upon me the honor of your number, my lady? Oh, and this is where your reputation as a school princess backfires tremendously. I suppose. It wouldn't be much trouble. He eagerly hands his phone to her, where she inputs her information slowly and agonizingly. Right. I've got an investigation to see to, so we must part. Honestly, I'm surprised that she isn't forcing us to investigate with her, especially considering that she paid. Alright, promise me you shall participate in everything. Thank you. Farewell. Duty calls. Interesting. I don't trust them. My level of trust for everyone in this game has plummeted. Especially those two. With that, she races off into the distance, camp bouncing merrily over her head. For some reason, after everyone's finished exchanging information, they all turn to me. Guess I'm supposed to be deciding where do we go. Oh my god. Tower drop. Several terrified screams from a nearby turned my attention to a tower of twisted metal that seems to stretch into the sky. Masto eagerly nudges me in the ribs, pointing frantically at the tower of twisted metal. Hey Yama, you and me. What? The tower drop, man. No! There are more elegant ways of suicide, you know. That ain't suicide, it'll be awesome. To be honest, when I had the chance to go on one of those with friends on a senior trip, I chickened the hell out. I wasn't going on no 500-foot drop. Clearly though I did go on an even taller roller coaster, which I regretted, but it was fun. Oh, excuse me, I gotta yawn. Oh, short of oxygen. Clearly his definition of awesome vastly differs from mine, or any sane person's definition of awesome. Have fun. You gotta come with me. What? Why? It's destiny, man. Can't you hear it calling you? The ground is calling me more. Stop babying around. Think of it this way. Gravity's acceleration is 9.8 meters per second squared, and the towers may be 125 meters high. That's fucking high. If we plug it in to figure out the ending velocity of the fallen object, we get the square root of 2 times 9.8 times 125, which is 1,225, and that gets us up to 49.5. Bam! Your ending velocity is 49 meters per second downward, neglecting air resistance, of course. When we plug that into the time equation to get the time, we gotta divide our velocity number by gravity numbers. So 49.5 divided by 9.8, which gives us something around 5.05 seconds. That all means that if the tower breaks, you'll only be terrified out of your wits for 5.05 seconds before you die a quick and painful... No, I'm guaranteed that'll be a very painful death. That's reassuring. Still, the sudden display of intelligence leaves everyone in a shock of silence. Maso easily grasps me by the arm and lugs me to the tower. Huh. Sometimes I think that Maso's a lot smarter than I give him credit for. Oh god, this guy. I feel an impending sense of doom as the attendant straps me to the tower seat, leaving my legs dangling in the thin air. I don't see why anyone would do this for fun. Being terrified is fun, man. Yeah, misogynist. Masochist, I mean. Misogynist, where'd that come from? My stomach lodges in my throat as our seat begins to rise. I note that there's a hyperventilating girl to my left, and further down, a kid looks like he's about to vomit. You should calm down, man. You look like a little Habaki. What's that? Habi what? Habiki, my bro, 8-year-old. Oh, I didn't know you had a little brother. Got lots of them and more to spare. 4 little tykes to look after. Wait a minute. 4 siblings? You really didn't know? Who in their right mind would have 5 children? 8, technically, but the oldest ones are in college. You realize that just makes things more outrageous, right? How could 2 people possibly take care of 8 children? You saying that Mom and Pa didn't raise us right? Well, honestly, if every member of his family is capable as Masato, I'd be terrified to how much power they'd have. What was it like growing up? Oh, it was amazing. We learned how to fight tooth and nail for our survival. Is that psychologically healthy? How did you survive? Competitions, man. Competitions are the answer to everything. Things are beginning to make a lot more sense. This is getting me really nervous. It's clicking. So, you had to fight for food when you were a baby. Nah, Ma fed me then. What about when you were a toddler? Oh, come on. No Kurogane lets another Kurogane starve. What, then, why did you have the competition at all? Getcha now, Yama. I kinda was thinking, why don't you try at anything? But I get it now. It's 'cause you don't want anything. Something about his words cut deeper than I expect. What does that have anything to do with food competitions? Easy, we all wanted dessert, so we all fought for them. This has to be the tallest tower with the way it's clicking. So you split the regular food but fought for treats? Yep. If nothing else, talk to a monster helps me distract me from the dizzying plunge beneath my feet. I search for more questions to keep my mind occupied. How did your parents manage to feed 8 children? The older ones work, including me. You have a job? Track is my job. You get paid. I get a scholarship, same thing. How will you pay for college? Also scholarship. I need a full ride, nothing less can do. I can't help but feel undeservedly privileged. I never had to worry about money, even during Osamu's down points. Is that what all your siblings have done? It's a Kuragani tradition, man. Maya's the oldest. She trained herself in Taekwondo till she could work and pay on her own for her own lessons. Got a scholarship to Seoul Uni after she won nationals. And Uedai, he's second oldest, prodigy at piano, played in the music pop show because Mom and Pa ain't got one. Happened to run into some dude from Juilliard, and next thing you know, he's got a plane ticket to New York. Hey, that's my state. I slouch in shock. From the sounds of it, the Kuraganes could conquer the universe if they so desired. So what? Here it comes, man. Brace yourselves. Oh God. He clutches to his armrest as he begins to plummet to the ground. Well, I've never had a huge aversion for heights. A sudden change of momentum twists my gut into knots. The vertigo throws me into nausea as wind screams past my ears and into the air. After a long moment, we finally reach the bottom, somehow still in one piece. Now that's a ride. A ride straight to hell. The instant the attendants release us, I bolt back to the comfort and safety of my shaky knees. That was cool. Well, look who's back. Shut up. But you looked like you were having so much fun. Wanna go, Rui? No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Actually, I think she would love to go. Come on, Rui. Hey, Yama, let's pick something. I don't mind waiting if you really want to go on. Miki, then. I smirk at her obvious discomfort, but obligingly turn back to the map. Ferris wheel feels like it would be romantic. Laser tag is what I'd personally choose. Extreme carousel? I've never heard of an extreme carousel. Tech sandbox? Don't know what that would be. Bot fight arena? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ferris wheel. There's a Ferris wheel to our right, basic but huge, looming over the rest of the park. Heights, anyone? Heights is my middle name. No, it isn't. Either way, a Ferris wheel may be our best choice. It might calm some of us who are a little overexcited. She sends a significant glance at Akira, who's currently sprinting to and fro, wildly flapping her arms and snorting. I'm a dragon! I'm a fire-breathing dragon! I'm flying! I'm a dragon! Okay. Maybe there has been too much excitement for the day. Everyone seems to look forward to taking a breather. Right, Ferris wheel it is. Rui clicks and growls at a little at Akira, who clicks and growls back. Then, thankfully, we head to the Ferris wheel without any more anomalies. Okay then, the cars are small since the Ferris wheel is meant to fit as many as possible. There are only meant to fit 2 people. I knew this would be cute and romantic. I guess we pair off. Rui colors slightly at this. Everyone seems to notice. I pretend not to. I guess we are, huh? Hey, you and Cap should share a car. What makes you say that? Well, you're a pair, why else? Akira! Well, Rui, if you make it such a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to go with Masato. She shoots a very significant look at the rest of the group. Oh, of course. Misaki, shall we? I believe we shall. Then I'm with her? Hey, her name is Ari, you know. But I'd rather go with... Ari it is. What, do you think I'm blind? Well, that's settled. It looks like you have no choice but to ride in a car together. The other pranced to their respective cars, leaving Rui and me in silence. That was quite possibly the most unsubtle way to get us together. I guess we should board. Yeah. Next time I see Akira, we're going to have a little chat. Rui and I slip into the car, a cozy blue box with blue cushioned seats and blue door and blue ceiling, dressed with white trim and white wood and white light. Rui eases comfortably into their seat, turning her head until she's staring out the window. After the attendant closes our door, the Ferris wheel begins to steadily chug upward. Yama. The serious outline of her voice catches me off guard. I find myself curling my fingers into the cushion beneath me. What? I'm really glad I met you. My heart throbs unexpectedly against my ribcage. Nervousness? Shock? I immediately move to distance myself from the alien emotion. I know. Who else would be willing to victim of your verbal abuse? Not that, you know. I feel like you don't hear it very often. I'm glad you're here, Yama. I'm glad I know you. I hadn't known that it was possible to simultaneously feel intensely cold and intensely hot. Something about her words is very discomforting, even while I feel warmth creeping into my limbs. I guess that if I wasn't here, I couldn't be glad, so by default I'm glad I'm here too. Stupid, 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 what am I even saying? Why do you always do that? Do what? Deflect attention off yourself. Because I'm not worth paying attention to. And there's his depression. Because why would someone as bright and adorable and winning as Rui care for me after all these years? Why is she the one who's glad we're friends when I'm the one who should be saying that 10, 50, 100 times over? I haven't done anything for her. Complained, whined, criticized, complained some more. Who really wanted that kind of friend? I have fun when you're around. I like our bickering. I like watching your stupid competitions with Masato. Just be yourself, okay? I should honestly admit to myself that I'm touched, but I'm far too awkward for that. Well, I can't exactly be anyone else. Gosh, I really love to kill the mood, don't you? Really love to kill the mood. It's better than killing other things. Oh, Yama. You kill other things too. Such as brain cells. It's so unexpected that it makes me laugh. The atmosphere instantly relaxes at the sudden injection of snark. We fall into silence after the breeze of humor. Rui resumes staring out of the car window. I glance around, searching for another topic. Scenery? Boring. Weather? Worse. Love life? Bad idea. I idly brush my hand against the window frame. It seems to breathe beneath my fingertips. Say, that's an idea. I reach my arms until they're touching either side of the car. Rui turns to me, questioning weight on her brow. What are you doing? Earthquake! Oh my god, I did that to my dad once when I was little. I rocked the cart so bad we almost tipped out of it. I was a terrible kid. My voice slips out of unusually high and childish as I shove my body to and fro. Our car immediately begins to swing, creaking metallically beneath my weight. Rui pales and clings to her cushion. Stop that. Stop what? You know, if you shake it too much, we might fall. Fall? Like this? I feign crash into the side, slamming into the car wall with more force than I probably should. Rui squeaks, instinctively reaching for me. Don't do that, it's dangerous. What's dangerous? This? I strain and pretend to fall again, but Rui snatches my wrist and pulls me towards her. My momentum collapses against her. I'm barely able to catch myself against her seat. For a long, long moment, we stay in silence. I'm looming over Rui, one hand curled on the seat beneath her head, the other instinctively clapped around her shoulder. Her face unnaturally close. At this distance, I can feel her breath, short and warm, brushing against my cheek. Her eyes, amber, also warm. Her hair, the color of light fire, silky, warm. Everything about her, warmth, comfort. Aww. Warmth, comfort, love. Yama? Sorry. I finally come to my senses and plop back in my seat, staring very resolutely out of the window. What the heck was I just doing? Rui? This is Rui Hayata, the girl who's in love with you. Get a grip on yourself. And now the silence is suffocating. So, we both say it's unison. We immediately pause, eyes cutting between the window and each other. You first. No, it's okay. I didn't have anything important to say. Me neither. Silence again. Do you? We stop again. This is adorable. We stop again. Awkward. So awkward. What are you going to say? Just Do you, like trees? I feel the sudden impulse to bash my head into the window until it shatters. Trees? Really? Sure, they're like normal trees, I guess. Yeah, they are. We drift back into silence. I've been in this almost exact situation before. Hmm. I have something to say. Is she going to say what I think she's going to say? No, 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 no. I have a better idea. You didn't even know what I was going to say. Still, it's a better idea. Well, okay. She seems genuinely annoyed, which catches me off guard. Shouldn't she be relieved? Relieved that she won't have to say anything embarrassing? So what's this better idea? In hindsight, I really should have thought of something before claiming so. Not that I had the luxury anyway. Oh, Yama. Well, I was going to say that. A simple, kind of crazy idea leaps in my head and I go for it. Shh! What now? I immediately drop to the floor in an athletic crouch, pretending to search for something. Rui's face transforms and curiously surveys my action. After a few seconds of pausing, I pretend to yank something out from beneath the seat. Bugged. What? Why? Shh. Agent Hayata, don't make another move. This is... Just let it happen, Yama. I slowly peer out of the window, slightly praising myself for the diversion. Looks like Rui's forgotten about what she was going to say. But just for good measure, I throw myself into the floor with a yell. Rui instinctively follows. They've got RPGs! Nah, it's cringy. I start shaking the box again, and Rui imitates an explosion, tossing herself around. Direct hit! Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm a bit busy. I mime fighting some sort of alien and pretend to kick it out the car. They have borders? Looks like we're done for, Lieutenant. The only thing left to do. A silence falls between us as we understand the gravity of the situation. Kamikaze. The jokes I can make right now. Excuse me. Let's give him one hell of a show. You got it, Commander. With a renewed enthusiasm, she whips around, slamming her hands against the cushion. The car shakes with enemy fire, but she retains her focus. Stay on target. Stay on target. The car screeches without speed as she hones in on the mothership right at the weak point. Stay on target. Mister, it's time for you to disembark. We're absolutely yanked back into reality, Rui leaning over the cushions, mashing her hands against the imaginary controls while I'm at the window fighting off non-existent boarders. Oh, that's what they meant by boarders, boarding the ship. The flush of embarrassment that creeps up my neck is mimicked on Rui's end. Sorry, really sorry. We creep out of the car, feeling the attendant's eyes weigh heavily on our backs. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, you do a lot of things that you probably shouldn't do. There's a pun in there somewhere, but I can't find it. We should ask Akira. She's the queen of puns. We grin at each other like a pair of fools we are. We should meet up with the group. Yeah. Rui's gaze flits between me and the ground. Yama? It happens in one fluid motion. She steps forward, gently pinches the edge of my sleeves between her fingers, tiptoes up and softly, hesitantly places her lips against my cheek. Ah! Then, almost before I can register it, she reacts, cheeks flushing. Ah! As she drifts and darts off to the rest of the group. For a moment, I can only stand there and mind, why couldn't they do a little CG for that? Come on! Completely blank, hand against my cheek. Why would she do something like that? Why? Hey, Cap, you're done standing around like a goof. We're ready. I force myself out of my stupor and amble over to the rest of the group, plastering a fake smile on my face. This first, think later. Where should we go next? Yeah! A large dome at the center of the map catches my eye. I tap it for more details. Ultimate Laser Tag Center, brought to you by Lemonskate's trademark site code. Lemonskate site code? That's, glasses, right? They're goggles with interactive displays. It gives you stats and targeting cursors and a mini-map so you feel like you're in a video game. Really? Yeah, we gotta give it a try. And he races off to the laser center without a second glance. I guess we're going there. Thankfully, no one seems to have any objections. We arrive at the attraction without any interruptions. were admitted fairly quickly, maybe because our group is large enough to single-handedly create a game. Okay, we need 2 teams, Captain. Hell yeah. Anyone wants to win, join me. We'll be great at not only shooting stuff, but solving stuff. Join the Harvard Assassination Crew today. Harvard Assassination Crew, what kind of name is that? Well, that's one team captain. Who shall dare contest him? He bellows this out like an announcer of some twisted reality show. I will. It's preferable to following an incompetent leader. Her enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, the captains have been selected, so without further ado, it's time to start the draft. Captain Kuragana, you may pick your first minion. Rui. Well, that was quick. I get where he's coming from. Rui's thoughtful, but can be quick on her feet. She's a good selection. At the same time, I don't feel the rush to pick her first. It's not like Elizabeth would even select her. A fair choice, Hayata. It's now aligned with the Harvard Assassination. Hayata is now aligned with the Harvard Assassination Crew. Captain Oshihiro, it's your turn. You can pick 2 minions as per draft rules. Official drafting rules for laser tag? Can't hurt. Oshihiro, the clock is ticking. Elizabeth rolls her eyes but glances between the remaining participants. Misaki. That's Kaizahaya for you. The Resistance. We're the Resistance. What? Why the Resistance? I've always wanted to be part of a Resistance. Kaizahaya has joined the Resistance. We're not the Resistance. But I want to be part of the Resistance. It's up to me to choose whether you're in the Resistance or not. So, it is the Resistance. We're not a Resistance. Thankfully, the clamor dies down when Yako raises a hand. You may pick 1 more minion unless you wish to give up your advantage. Never. Considering that getting her wear is akin to pulling teeth, she remarkably engages in all activities. I choose... Her eyes pass over Akira and flinch at Yako. For a second, they flicker between me and Ari. Yama, get over here. Everyone falls to silence for a long moment. All that can be heard is the faint hum of the overhead lights. You're serious. What? You weren't exactly happy with Yama earlier today. Can't I pick who I want? I'm the captain. You want him? Not like that. I just want to win. Is that so wrong? No, nothing wrong with it at all. I guess we better get the show on the road, eh, folks? Captain Kuragana, your selection, you may choose 2 minions. Well, ain't you playing? That I am. Come over to the Harvard Assassination Crew. Sweet. As Yako skips over to Rui, gestures wildly to Masato, tiptoeing to whisper in his ear. After a brief second, he nods. And the second one is Ari. Ari only blinks for a moment, but Rui's friendly wave, she travels to Masato's group, which places Karube on the Resistance by default. It's not the Resistance. So, without further ado, let's get this game underway. Don your gear, players. We'll see you on the fields of justice. With that, Masato leads his group to snatch up the lightweight vests and goggles and dash into the black room. Elizabeth gathers us into a tight circle, her expression unreadable. Right, I believe we have the optimal efficiency to place 2 members on assault, 1 on defense and 1 as intermediary. Misaki, what do you think of defense? Probably because she trusts Misaki the most. Excellent idea. Good. Yama and I shall lead assault, probably because she wants to keep an eye on me. Akira, leave it to me. Top tier intermediary coming right up. What does intermediary do? As we have 2 members on assault, you'll mainly be covering for Misaki. However, Misaki will generally stay in one location while you run patrols. Gotcha. Mediocre class in it. Wow, coming right up. Elizabeth clearly ignores this. Instead, she heads to the rack, tossing a vest and goggles at us. Yama. Yes, Your Highness. Don't be stupid. Yes, Your Highness. Although that might prove to be too difficult for you. Oh, I feel inspired already. Right, we've wasted enough time. Let's go. Wait, what about the team champ? We don't need one. She moves to the door, but Akira tugs on her elbow. We can't start a war without a chant. It would be a travesty. Apparently, it would be a travesty if we used our time effectively. Oh, come on. Team bonding is just as important as tactics and individual skill. Fine, but make it quick. Kira salutes her with a cheery wink and gathers us into a huddle. She speaks breathlessly, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. A day may come when the courage of men fails. Quickly, I said. Blah, blah, blah. This day we fight. Long live the resistance. Heck, why not? Long live the resistance. Let's go, go, go. Deploy, deploy, deploy. What the hell? Do I actually have to do like some first-person shooter shit? We bolt into the dark room in our vests. As we are swallowed in blackness, I skip my goggles over my eyes. The interface immediately switches on, providing me with a slick infographic and motion cursors. I see the upper left. I see the team portraits that light up as each member speaks. Looks like site code comes with comms. There's also a map, health count, ammo count, and location notifier, except I'm missing a bullet? Huh. Whatever. That doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, it does matter. That's weird. Whoa. These are stunning. Oh, I've got to get me one of these. This is cool. We're in our cafeteria? Presently, a hum washes over the large chamber, and the walls come to life with the images of the Academy cafeteria. Whoa, a live simulation? Lemonskate is truly ahead of their time. Let's go get our positions. Despite her burlesque words, her face is open in wonder. She seems also a fan. As we head to our places, the intercom cuts to a mechanical sounding female voice. Welcome to the field, Blue Team. This is the standard capture the flag. Best of one. Your Lemonskate site code displays your health. Let it fall too far and you shall be disqualified for the rest of the match. You should also note that your ammunition is limited. Use it wisely. Great, I'm already down a bullet. As Akira and Misaki split towards our base on the rooftop, Elizabeth motions to me at a corner of the perimeter. Oh, are we gonna make out? Stuff it! Stuff it? Stuff it. This is the way toward the base. A quick glance at the minimap confirms... Where's the minimap? That must be the minimap. A quick glance at the minimap confirms her claim. When the game starts, we go together, but cautiously. Isn't it better to track two different directions? Who's captain again? Oh, I see. You do want to make out. Stop it. Bloody gallivanting mug. You off your trolley chugging gritty. I can only grin as her intercom flickers to life. All players are within their team zone. The game will begin in 10 seconds. Cheerio to you, good chap. 8 seconds. I say, this ought to be a jolly good show. 5 seconds. I'm right knackered, am I? Yama? You called, Your Highness? She pauses for a moment, clearly struggling to keep me a hold of herself. Do you know why I put you on assault with me? To make me miserable? Because, for some reason, the tiniest part of me believed that you might actually be great at it. Her words freeze me to the ground. My mind runs blank. I can only stare back at her in disbelief. 0 seconds. The match has begun. A high-toned bell rings throughout the room. Elizabeth turns her attention to the corridors. Let's go. She stalks the courtyard. Even as I followed her, my thoughts are jumbled in my head. Great at it? Great at anything? How could I be great at anything? I can't even do anything mildly well. Great? And why would Elizabeth tell me so? The girl who hates my guts. The girl whose guts I hate. Well, love and hate is a very thin wall. Why would she say that I could be great at something? Stop. She throws out one of her hands as I collide with my chest, sending a rush of sparks my spine. I quickly step back, shaking off the feeling. There, Yako, Kari. I turn to where she's pointing. Yako is seated on an artificial ledge, his gun on his lap. Is he that dumb? How foolish. He won't even be able to shoot back. Guess we better take care of him. I swiftly raise my gun, but Elizabeth slaps at my hand. Hold your gun properly. Excuse me, Your Highness, I didn't realize that laser tag had rules of combat. It can only help your accuracy, you know. She raises her own gun, her voice lowering to a concentrated whisper. Steady breathing, proper stance, and grips are important, but a good trigger pull is what makes it or break it. Her posture shifts carefully, as if gunning someone down was a common occasion. With laser-like focus, she finally moves her finger to the trigger. One sharp flick of the finger, the trigger clicks and Yako immediately jolts up, hands flying to his goggles. Ow, someone shot me! That should have been a fatal shot. Laser tag would be really short with fatal shots. Oh, be useful and shoot something. I obviously poke my gun out of my hole and fire blindly. Down to 6 shots. Ah, there you are. Not what I had in mind. You have a mind? Shut up and run. We race through obstacles as shots sound from all around us. Finally, we find an out-of-the-way corner where we can pause to catch our breaths. Alright, we must have a new plan. Such as? Yako is the only person on defense. We pass no intermediaries on our way here. Paired with Masato's personality, he's highly likely that 3 people are on assault. So Masaki will be overrun. They probably have the flag by now. Oddly enough, I can respect her for the moment. She seems to know what she's doing. Well, where does that leave us? We'll have to kill them on the way back. Akira, come in. What's your status? Oh, that was her talking. Akira! Right, their comms must have been shot before they could alert us. We're on our own, Yama. So what's the plan? You take the red flag and sprint back to our base as soon as possible. I'll hold them off while I can. But that's suicide. She draws her chin up and gestures to the entrance. Then I shall be a worthy sacrifice. Now go, and don't look back. Every passing second is a second wasted. The pulsing warble of the laser gun draws closer. I obligingly dive around the corner and scoop the flag into my arms as Elizabeth screams. She fell into it too. Maybe she's taking this a little too seriously. Well, I guess it's up to me to get the flag to our base before Masato gets back to his. I sprint at full pace, winding through the simulated campus as I hear Elizabeth goading the other team into chasing her. With the flag in tow, I haphazardly make my way back to base. I've only got so much time before Elizabeth is shot. I'm hit! It looks like Masato actually left someone behind as a guard. Ari, oh my god. I swing around just in time to see a small figure diving behind cover. Crap, my health is at 50%. At the very least, I've still got a few chances left. Admittedly, laser tag would be pretty boring if I followed a one-shot, one-kill system. My grip on the pistol tightens as I peer from my little refuge. I line up my aim so that if the guard emerges, I have a chance to take them down first. Shit. God damn, she's fast. I can't react fast enough. Neither of those 2 shots hit when the guard darted from cover to cover. 4 shots left, and it feels like I couldn't hit them even if my gun was full. I'm down to 25% health, maybe 20 meters away from capturing the flag. After all Elizabeth's hard-earned work, too? Nah, screw it. I charge towards the back table, ignoring the danger behind me. Standing around like that is just going to get me killed. I dive behind the nearest cover as I hear the enemy's laser pistol blare to life. It's down to the wire now. Final chance, right? Where's my health? Okay, there's my health status. I stand up, blindly firing my remaining shots at the figure just a few feet away. The figure drops their gun in defeat as a dead icon pops up over them. I'm dead. With that, Ari places her gun on a nearby bench and pulls out a peach to munch on it with a sad second thought. She's kind of cute. Apparently getting killed doesn't mean much. That was somewhat anticlimactic, especially given how lucky I was to have shot her despite her firing haphazardly. Beggars can't be choosers, though. I promptly plant the red flag at our stand. It glows in response, and after a second of humming, clicks into place. A clear, high tone brings the game to a close. Game over. Blue to victory. The hell? Please exit the room. But I got the flag! Please stop arguing with an artificial voice and exit the room. Masto's grumbling is prominent, but I notice a dark shape converging at the exit. Yeah, I guess I better follow them. It takes a few moments to adjust to the blinding sunlight. Still, everyone seems to be fairly happy. Everyone except Masto, of course. We're the rightful winners! Well, we would have been if someone didn't go on a wild goose chase instead of returning the flag. I was gonna. Soon as I caught up with the trash talker, I mean. Then you probably shouldn't complain. Amidst the commotion, I noticed Elizabeth is strangely quiet. I was expecting her to glow with her victory, maybe tossing a few snappish better-than-thou comments here or there. But she's standing by the map, a faraway look in her eyes as she lips are pulled into a smile. Well, it couldn't be helped. We had the better leader, you know. I bet Yama took charge. Oh no, we were led to victory beneath the banner of the wise Elizabeth El Shahiro. She came up with all those fancy tactics and everything. To everyone's surprise, Elizabeth blushes lightly and lowers her head. Really? Good job. Thank you. Somehow those simple words feel more than a compliment. Yeah, let's keep going. I'll get my revenge. Oh, I'm counting on it. Thankfully, the conflict feels teasing rather than biting. I return to the map with a smile to pick on a next destination. And I'm going to save it here. I didn't realize this would be such a long thing. Oof, long recording. But yeah, this is a nice place to leave it off. Fun episode so far, and I'll think about the next place to go in the next episode. But if you are enjoying this, leave a like and share around. It helps to grow the channel, and I really, really appreciate it. Become an Ember of the Phoenix today by subscribing and following me on Twitter. At Twitter, you can see me in my true form of madness and to know when all my stuff goes live. When it goes live, of course. But with all that said, this has been Black Phoenix. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.